Okay, this is a day in my life. I'm not working today, so this is like a not work day. I don't know how this video is gonna go. This is my first attempt at this, so we'll see. Let's see. How do I do a time lapse? I don't know how to do that, but I'm about to make some breakfast for me and Cleo. Be a little princess. But don't hardly eat no dog food now. So. I don't go pull my pants up. You hungry, friend? Okay. So. This container always hard for me to open. Okay, there we go. We got some leftover salmon, some leftover chicken, and hot dog. All beef. I don't do pork. I don't really like chicken. Hot dogs. I personally don't really eat the hot dogs. I give them to Cleo because that's what she likes. She done got so spoiled, she don't know how to eat dog food no more. So, I just give what she eat for now. It's cheaper anyway for now. I need a knife. Salmon. I'm gonna put some of this in my eggs. I cut the salmon first, then the chicken, then the hot dog. The salmon is just kind of shredding up. I'm gonna get some to Cleo, but I usually give her like the fat and I'll be honest with you, it might not be proper diet, but she's doing pretty good. Every time I take her to the vet, they say she's doing good, so I just give her what she wants. And she's standing over there waiting, so okay for me. She's a good girl, that's why I give her what she wants. Okay. So, I'll put some of this back in here for me. I'll leave some for Cleo. And cut some chicken off the bone. Now, that's one thing I can say about Mr. Ted. He buys fresh food. And we can have fun and just be people, you know. It get me riled up, but I'm learning that it's helping me to exercise my voice and how to deal with difficult people. And how to have compassion. And how to be humble and grateful. I don't know why. My bad. The phone fell in the sink. I don't know how that happened. We're doing good. 6 minutes. Okay, cool. So I give her the gristle, but I don't give her bones like that. I don't know why I'm showing y'all this. We're gonna see where this leads to, but Psalm 23. He prepares the table for us, and he takes the time to prepare the table. So that's why patience is important, and endurance. That's why it says the race is not given to those that go fast or those that seem like they're the strongest. The race is given, which means that you get to the blessings when you get through to the end. You don't know it's the end until you start seeing the blessings, but you got to learn how to recognize the blessings. Because a lot of times the blessings don't look like blessings in the beginning. You just got to roll with it. Life is crazy. I've been in some interesting situations, but like, I wake up every day and I look at where I am compared to where I have been. And I'm just amazed. I'm amazed at the difference. I'm amazed at the variety. I'm amazed. And in the midst of it, it's just like I'm just going with the flow. I'm just living life. But I've done so many things. I've met so many people. And I'm not a people person at all. And that's what is so amazing. And it's like then I start getting like feedback about how people have been impacted. And that wasn't something that I was necessarily looking to do. Like, I never intended to be like an influencer or nothing like that. And I'm not saying that I am. I'm just saying that through this journey, I've learned so much about myself that I would not have known any other way. And it's like, it has cultivated a faith in me that I never probably would have imagined for myself. Like, I came to this realization last night through kind of, I don't know, it may not have been an argument to the other person, but to me it felt like an argument. So I went outside. Because when I get to a certain point, when I'm telling people, like, you know what I'm saying, like, give me some space, leave me alone. Like, because I'm so nice, like, I try not to raise my voice. I really don't like to raise my voice. I don't like to put all that energy into being mad. I just don't enjoy that at all. Why? What is the point? But sometimes it's useful. And this is what I'm saying. Like, this is one of those situations where in the moment, it didn't feel comfortable. I didn't like to do it. I don't like to do it. I don't like to be that person. But I am that person. And I had to really be real with myself and real with the person. Like, I'm working on my integrity. I'm working on my honesty. I'm working on being direct without being aggressive. Like, I don't want to be aggressive. I'm not an aggressive person, but I have come from a background where I've always had to feel defensive. I always felt like I had to defend myself. But it's like, sometimes I do need to defend myself, and that's okay. But I've learned that a lot of times once you put people in check, you find out really who they are. Are they there for you or not? Because you just have to put boundaries down. Let people know where you stand at. It don't have to be aggressive. It doesn't have to be violent. But when people don't listen to my words and they keep overstepping my boundaries, then I can become violent. And I don't like to be that person. And I will leave before I become violent. That's why I'm so grateful for this van. That's why it is such a blessing to be able to move around like I need to move around. Because I'm not like a flighty person. I know that sometimes that's how people see me. But I'm just so grateful that I have the grace and the freedom and the faith to move when the Lord tells me to move. And it has put me in some interesting situations, but it has taught me so much. And I'm so grateful. And so, like, my whole point of the last video was to let you know where I stand. Like, where I stand is, I've learned so much through my experiences. And I've learned through those experiences that people need to go through experiences to learn certain things. And not to judge other people's journey, other people's experiences against my own, because everybody is different. The Lord is the only one that knows what it takes to get that person through their journey. You don't know what point they're in their journey. All you got to do is listen when the Holy Spirit tells you to move. Listen when He tells you to do something, because you don't understand why He's telling you to do that. But you would be surprised the widespread implications that it has, and how He uses the smallest little details to work things in your favor and in other people's favor. And sometimes those comparisons, sometimes that realization doesn't come other than a confrontation, where you have to confront what value you bring to other people, and you have to be able to let people know what value you bring to them so that they can understand. And sometimes it's just a matter of perception. It's just a matter of understanding, and I didn't look at it that way. But if I keep being too afraid to speak up for myself, then I'll always keep feeling like, people keep running over me, people keep doing this and this and that to me. No, it's just that I never really told nobody, like, look, you're not going to do that to me. And you don't have to. We can have a conversation. I'm a very intelligent person. And we can come to an understanding. But it's even better now that I have the van. I have my own space. That is a blessing for me. That's one thing that I just, like, I've never had my own space. Not like my own space. I've always shared a space with somebody. So this is a blessing for me. This is a place where I can go and I can retreat to when it's too much for me to keep dealing with people. I love people, but sometimes it's just too much. And I have learned what it takes for me to be able to maintain presence. And for me to be able to stay in the presence of the Most High. Like, I'm so grateful to be in this space. So all that love, all of that is what goes into my food. That's why these videos are important. And that's why I spend a lot of time on doing what I do. So this is for Cleo. You get her bowl. You're so patient. You're a good girl. Yes. See, that's why you're not supposed to be in the kitchen. Pour this. Oops. taking out the old stuff. Sometimes that's the hard part. Nobody want to do. Even in our own lives, that's what I'm learning, and even for myself too. But when you do it, then it's like it's so much better. Then you can move on to something new and better and fresh. Just throw this stuff right in here together. I'm kind of giving her a treat because I've been giving her dog food and she's actually been eating it, so I ran out of dog food. I gotta get some more dog food. So this is what we have right now, so that's what she's getting. Oh, I forgot the water. This is well water. I give a little bit of well water, a little bit of fresh water. Okay, and throw this away. Put the hot dog away. I very rarely actually eat food, but when I do, I like to enjoy my meal. I take my time. Today I have time to prepare an actual meal for myself. Normally Mr. Ted is so helpful. It has a little something that available that I can eat on the go. Normally some tea, some toast, maybe some eggs. He has a pear tree outside. We don't actually get to eat the pears, but he collects the pears and we get to feed the pears to the deer. But Cleo keeps scaring them away. I need another bowl. And these supposed to leave stuff out. I was probably supposed to leave these out, right? Y'all tell me. I did it wrong. I don't think it's supposed to be this hard to open. I learned that if you fold it in half, it absorbs more water and you don't have to use so many paper towels. It kind of pains me when so many people use so many peptides. Okay. I got a zucchini blend. It's like zucchini, squash, red peppers. There's some onions in there. I got most of them out last night. Gave them to him. I don't like onions that much, but I'm going to use them. And carrots. Got green pepper. And I'm going to have some eggs. Okay, I cut up a little bit of green pepper. Meat. That's chicken is for Cleo later. But I'm going to put that salmon with my eggs. And these peppers we got from Wegmans, veggie blend. I cooked with some last night. He had a big helping of veggies. And I put some in some rice. And then I'm going to cook this much now. And it's still a lot left. We could probably do some stir fry or something. I'm going to cut these up. I'm not going to make you watch all this whole part. Hold on. Okay, what did you miss? Got a butter knife, some juice, cornbread. It was so good. I'm so glad he saved me a piece. I'm going to eat that. That's going to be so good. And I got some garlic. He usually does the garlic, but we're going to make it work. So, I'm not going to make y'all watch while I cook this up. I'll turn it back on when I put it in the pan. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I put the garlic in here. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to have to get some new stuff. I think it's coming out the shell. Y'all know how to work with fresh garlic? Don't judge me. I just work with what I've been given. Okay, so, okay, we got the shell off. We're going to see how this works. I don't sound like it's so much shell. Oh, it's squeezing through. I just gotta clean it up. That works. Oops. Fresh ingredients are definitely better, but they take more time to work with. So I'm gonna zoom through this. Okay, so I got my veggies and my garlic cut up. Got my meat. Got my eggs. This is an induction cooktop, so it's a little different to work with. You keep all this stuff on the stove. I don't know. I clear out the space so they don't have to all be on the stove, but everybody do stuff different. I don't like a lot of stuff around. I'm just gonna use the little one. Oops. Where's the butter? Okay. Butter was on the table. Okay. Oh. Yeah, fancy stuff. Okay. Got butter. Olive oil. I'm just using what's in the kitchen. I contribute as I can, as he will allow, to the grocery bill. Like, we went out last night and got some stuff and had dinner, and I reimbursed him when I got paid. So it's like, it's a cool arrangement. I appreciate it. It's like Airbnb, but you know, just basically kindness of a stranger when we met, but just out of me helping in the situation I was in. I just started going around, and I found an app where my job was basically like a home health aide, but it was a dashboard of people. I mean, it still is. It's a dashboard of people that need help, but don't, you know, like their insurance pays for it. But it's usually, you know, older people, so it's kind of cool. But I've been able to meet some interesting people, and you know, the Lord has been providing in interesting ways. I'll just say that. And so I'm grateful to be able to have an open mind and be able to accept different people as they are, even when it's hard sometimes for me to get over my own issues, you know. And sometimes, you know, it's just time to go. But it just depends on the situation. And he asked me, how do I know? How do I know when it's the Holy Spirit? How do I know? And honestly, I don't know that I know until I know. And then when I know, it's just like, go. You know? It's like I spend a lot of time in meditation throughout the day. I have to structure myself a little bit more so I can get some more actual work done. I mean, I've been getting a lot done considering the amount of work I put in. But with the transitions I keep going through, it's kind of delaying the process more than I would like it. But I'm learning so much in the process that I can also understand why it's taking this long. And so I'm also just embracing the process and just doing my best to enjoy it for what it is. So I'm grateful for good food. And I'm being told to plug in my efforts right here. I have a life coaching certification, and I am building my clientele. I'm working on some programs, and one of those is an offering of a mobile resort type of service. I'm working out some kinks, you know, but if you're interested and becoming part of my marketing research, then I will put some links down below and we can link up. I'm also working on a sisterhood, building a community of us ladies where we can help each other out as needed, you know. And just, you know, just for companionship. Sometimes people feel like they all alone and they don't have to be. Sometimes people just like to be alone and you gotta let them have their space. But it's nice to have that, you know, genuine support when you're going through some real stuff, you know what I'm saying? And that's a blessing that I have been able to have some really good people that the Lord sent through at the right moments, and I'm so grateful. But it's also some of the more difficult people I've had to deal with, so it's like, you know what I'm saying, our blessings come in the form of growth. The Lord's blessings don't come with sorrow, but it's going to challenge you to really confront what type of person you're going to choose to be. And that's really the essence of the Bible and everything the Lord is trying to tell us. Is like, life don't have to be that hard. Just be good to yourselves, be good to each other, be good to the earth. Be good to me first, because I created everything, and without me, you can't do nothing, you know? That's what the Lord said. So, I done tried all kinds of other stuff. And it finally occurred to me, with the grace and the wisdom of God, let me just try to be obedient and see how that works. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not the best at the world, you know what I'm saying? But I was that kid, even from young, I tried. And sometimes that's my downfall, because sometimes you just gotta stop trying. But at the same time, I've been able to learn so much about people, about myself. Yeah. I mean, stuff still get to me sometimes. Like, you know, last night I kind of had a moment